Hi, love. I'm so glad you're here. This is the very first episode of the Groundwork series. And before we go anywhere, I want to offer you something rare and sacred. A moment to breathe. A soft landing place. Not a pause where you're still half scrolling or planning dinner in the background. A real, full-bodied pause. One just for you. Whether you're listening while the baby naps, in the car after a drop-off, or while you're just sneaking in a few quiet moments during your day, I want you to know this. You belong here, just as you are. Let's take a breath together. Inhale slowly through your nose and exhale with a soft sigh. Let's do that again. This time, notice how your shoulders respond. Inhale and sigh it out. Now notice your body. Where are your feet? Are they tucked in under you, stretched out, resting flat? Just bring your attention to there. There is no judgment. It's just noticing. Feel the weight of your body. Notice where you're being held. Let yourself drop into your body just a little more. That, my love, is where grounding begins. Not with fixing, not with becoming someone better, but with simply just noticing. Let's talk about that word, grounded. We hear it most of the time, but what does stay grounded mean? When you're exhausted, when you're overstimulated, or you're just trying to hold it all together. What does grounding look like in real life with diapers, dishes, deadlines, and everything else? To me, I've learned that grounding doesn't mean peace and quiet. It actually means I can return to myself, even when life is anything but peaceful. It's not about being still. It's about remembering that I am safe even when the world around me feels unpredictable. Grounding is that moment your shoulders drop, your belly softens, and you whisper to yourself, I'm okay. Even if the baby's crying, even if your mind is racing. Grounding is actually biological. It's not just poetic. When we engage in grounding practices, which we'll be doing in this series, we shift from the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight, to the parasympathetic, the rest and restore. That means we have lowered cortisol, more access to our rational brain, and a body that doesn't feel like it's under threat. And in a culture that runs on performance, hustle, and pressure, that's actually really revolutionary. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to regulate. You are allowed to breathe. Let me tell you a quick story. Maybe this will sound familiar to you. But I remember one day, both my kids were having meltdowns. I hadn't eaten, I hadn't showered, and I was really overstimulated and on edge. And then that moment, I snapped at my partner. I felt like I was spiraling. And then I did something really simple. I walked outside, put my feet on the grass, and I took 3 slow sighs. And I just said to myself, I'm still here. Was the chaos gone? No. but I was no longer floating away in it. That's what grounding gives us. Not control, but choice. It gives us a space to respond rather than to react. To remember who we are, even when the world forgets to ask. Even when the world feels chaotic. Grounding doesn't have to be fancy. Right now, just place your hand in your heart and then one on your belly. Feel your breath move. Let it be easy. Now say to yourself, I am safe to be here. I belong to myself. This breath is enough. These small shifts create new pathways in our nervous system. This is healing. This is strength in real time. And in this series, we'll keep building that strength together. In each episode that I'll bring every week, I'll guide you through one gentle body-based practice. Not to add any more to your plate, but really just to give you the tools you can carry with you. Tools that fit inside your real life. Tools that I wish I known before becoming a mother. Before we close, I want you to invite you to reflect. What are the moments you feel most like yourself? When do you feel most at home in your body? Is it with warm tea, fresh air, music in the kitchen? These are clues that these are grounding practices for you. Write them down if you want, or just hold on to them gently in your heart. And remember, you are allowed to come home to yourself. Not when you've earned it, but now, just as you are, just as where you are in your life. In our next episode, we're going to explore the most powerful reset your body already knows, the sigh. It's simple, it's free, and it will change the way you carry stress. Until then, keep breathing, keep becoming, and I'll see you next time.